We know the kilt was invented around 1740, and prior to that date, this is what everyone used to wear. Now this is called a filimour. It just means the big blanket. And we don't know how they got this idea. We think that the Pictish people took it from the Romans, but we're not too sure. But to put this on, all you had to do was to get a piece of cloth and lay it down upon the ground. This is another thing it takes a little bit of time to do. Now it can be any length of cloth at all, or you put it down, you have to kneel down upon it and draw it into pleats. It takes a little bit of time. Didn't matter what size you were, small, medium or large, one size fits all. And as I say, the Highlanders had worn it for hundreds and hundreds of years. But the reason this garment disappeared, well, sadly it was because of the Battle of Culloden. Because after the Battle of Culloden, you were not allowed to wear tartan in Scotland. If you're caught wearing tartan, the sentence was 7 years in prison. So tartan disappeared for almost 32 years before the ban was lifted. And by that time, they had forgotten how to do this, and the kilt replaced this garment. Then what you need is a belt. And the belt will go underneath the pleats, roughly about where your waist would be. Now, this is the fun part. Now, to put this on, Morag, what you have to do is actually sit on these pleats. So come round here, and actually you've got to sit here. Bottom there, and knees there.
See, this would have been worse than if you'd gotten that kind of kilt.
That's pretty good. Excellent. Now, lie back at the beach. Imagine your hands again. Don't go to sleep. Okay. Well, this is nice. You're getting really comfortable there, right? Now then, you're wrapping the material around the body. Now, bear in mind, a Highlander would do this himself. He wouldn't have somebody to dress it. Tie the belt to the waist. So the tricky bit is standing up without catching your feet in the tartan, so I'm going to help you. Right now, the next thing you see is a long piece of cloth hangs around the back. That's used at night time for a sleeping bag. You wrap yourself in there at night, you're nice and warm. We've got some pleats, not the best, we've got some pleats there. Because what they actually do was, they actually cut the end of the material off and stitch the pleats in, and that's how they made the kilt. Now of course you can't go like that during the day, so you gather the material up. Now, can you hold this? That's both ends of the cloth. After we tie those two together, that leaves your arms free for fighting. And a big pocket to carry your food and supplies. Give a round of applause.
Right.
Now, what makes that garment so unique? There's not a single stitch in it. It's held together by a belt and a knot and nothing else, but that's how they dressed for hundreds of years. But the Highlanders also had a psychological weapon to terrify their enemy. If a Highlander wished to frighten his opponent, just before he goes into battle, he takes the top of his plate down. That gives him more freedom of movement for fighting. And if he really wishes to terrify his opponent, he grabs his belt, undoes his belt, throws his plate away, charges into battle in his sharp tail with nothing else on. I don't know about you folks, but that would terrify me. Give this young lady a round of applause, please.